What's up, Chicken Master? Why, good morning. Are you alive? I'm not awake enough to know if I'm alive. We're parked on a different side of the building today because there's a big ass fucking truck over there blocking my damn parking spot. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Laura T. At least the doors are locked. We could probably turn the truck off, huh? Damn, man. Get you some rest. Morning, Marty. Man, you can hear the plant this morning over there. Sun Tzu. Good morning to you. The sun just ain't up quite yet. And it's about to be shining in this window. But there's a big tractor trailer on the other side of the building. I can't park in my spot. Right, chicken. I understand that. Very understandable. Why, good morning, John. I'm not positive on the day yet. It's just starting to begin. Just beginning. And there's a big tractor trailer in my parking spot, so it's not beginning real well. Kind of hope he's there when Keith pulls up, because it's Friday. I'm kind of lazy about it. What's up? I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he needs to get the hell out of my spot. There's a big spot right over here he can park in and sleep all he wants to, but he's got to move out of my parking spot. This is a place of business, not sleeping. Marty, you got your job cut out for you this morning, bud. I'll let Keith be the rude one. Fuck, I don't feel like it. I ain't got the energy for it. I gotta focus my energy elsewhere. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Well, happy Friday, Elizabeth. I'm glad glad to see you this morning. And my coffee pot made another crappy pot of coffee. Happy hunting, Marty. Happy hunting, my friend. It's open season for Marty all the time. Oh, Lord. Never thought I'd witness a drug house light changing, but it went from green to red right there. Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all made it to Friday. Hell, it is Friday. Marty, we need to go through. We need to go through the subscriber list, and write all that down so we can acknowledge all of our subscribers. And then as things change, we can go through and write down a few more when need be, or subtract, whatever. I'll explain that to you later, but it's kind of an idea to figure something out on something. And when we can figure that out, we can eliminate that from happening. Why, good morning, May. It'll probably end up being that here today, May. I don't know. I got some temporary filling in it, Elizabeth, so it hasn't been hurting. Right? Pool's always good. At least you got access to a pool. As long as them sirens ain't coming down here. Mm-mm-mm. Well, ain't that old. My gray hair comes from kids and the stress in this fucked up ass world. Well, hello from Florida there, Germany. Right in this area, yeah, Elizabeth. Domino's won't even deliver in this damn neighborhood. We had an argument one day on the phone because Miranda had to use the truck and I was stuck here for lunch. And just by chance, Keith wasn't here. And I argued with them people for 20 minutes. I was willing to walk up to the corner of the main road and this neighborhood, and they still wouldn't. They still wouldn't stop, and they wouldn't even drop it off because on the other side of the road, it just kind of same neighborhood, same everything. Well, good morning, Claire. So yeah, there's the crime that's here 10 years ago. It wasn't so bad, but now it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. No, I don't play Minecraft. The only game I ever played really is, well, that was when I was a kid. But nowadays, mainly would be Call of Duty or Battlefield. No Minecraft. That's my daughter's stuff. We're not talking about Jimmy this morning. I'm alive. That's what's important right now. John, I ain't heard that shit in a minute. Straight out of fucking Compton. I almost want to say the N word, but shit. The way it is nowadays. Me and my friends used to call each other that before most white people started calling each other that. Just like with the 5-0. We started saying that man, we're old as fuck. But yeah, that's the kind of attitude I like to carry sometimes. Man, that's like middle school and high school. NWA, Snoop Dogg, Eminem. Eminem was like the later years of NWA. It was all good in the beginning until Easy E got AIDS and they started fucking busting his balls about gay shit and all that other shit. But back in the 80s, that shit was okay to bust someone's balls and have freedom of speech. But nowadays, you can't bust someone's balls and have freedom of speech without it being a assault charge anymore. You got that right, John. That was some good old music, wasn't it, man? Everybody, Chicken Master says hello. He says there's way too many of you. He says slow that shit down. I'm lacking. Marty, we're missing 2 employees, man. What the shit? We're going to have a meeting, Marty. We're going to have a meeting. Have to have a company meeting. I'm glad we ain't in a radio station. Hey, Kim. Oh, they don't really give a shit, Sue. Half of them are like me, almost elderly. Ice Cube, I like Ice Cube too, dude. I found a mix of him and Eminem and I think even a little bit of Snoop Dogg online, and that shit was pretty bad. I saved that. I think it's on my playlist up there. I don't know. I don't know. Sue, do we really have to go there? How old are you, Sue? I might be younger than you think I am. Okay, that ain't too bad. How old do you think I am? You probably never guess. If you do, it'll freak me out. I promise. That ain't too bad. Well, at least we're all close to senior citizenship. Yeah, there's a bunch of us in here close to senior citizenship. Damn, thank you. No, I'm 50, 55. I think I'm going to be 56 this year. I don't like to overjump my... John, you're a lucky man. Use these last few years wisely, my friend, because things are going to start hurting soon. You better hush, Chicken Master. 63, holy hell. Yeah, I believe I'll be 56 in November. November, Kim. It's the 21st of November. I'll be getting old as shit. That's why I gotta get stuff done and have fun while I can. Yeah, Marty's been hunting. He's out there hunting today. He talks to us when he can. See, I was almost about to say that N word, but I had to catch myself because I don't want to get in trouble with whatever. Can't even be human. And probably calling another white person that N word, so shit. Right, John. I feel like I'm in my mid 30s or maybe late 30s, like I still can do something, but I'm catching myself using some of my wife's facial cream to try to slow down these wrinkles that the sun's giving me over time. That's why I'm considering like maybe an electric dirt bike. I don't know. That way it's almost got the light and feel of a BMX, but holy shit, see, really? They don't ever ask me no more. They accuse me of being Lily's grandpa, and I feel like smacking the shit out of somebody when they do that shit. Grandpa my ass. Why, good morning, Lori Bell. I'm still missing 2 employees at this coffee pot. And Marty, we're going to have, I'm telling you, we're going to have a company meeting about this. Just because it's Friday, don't mean they can just drag their ass up in here. Hell, we don't even go an hour. I used to, BMX was my life, Elizabeth, when I was a kid and up through my 40s. And then I just couldn't. When I walked away from my addiction with painkillers and stuff, I kind of walked away from that sport. I guess I still look like a grandpa even when I got my sunglasses on. Yeah, that's a lot of the reasons why I have pains in my neck now. That's because of some of the, I don't want to call them accidents, but falls that I had. So far, Lori, it's going pretty good besides the truck driver being in my damn parking spot and me making another crappy pot of coffee. But it's good. It's been a good few days. Yeah, muscle strains, knee and hip problems, lower back problems, shoulder problems. Anything to do with that type of extreme sport, I'm having issues with right now. But I still want to kind of do it. But almost half tempted to get a mountain bike, but that still involves pedaling. Man, them fuckers cost too much money, John, and they tend to sink. I just want, I just want my cabin. I just want my off-grid cabin up in a mountain. I hate it when I make it for myself, Kim. It's like the coffee pot was on steroids or something more this morning and just, you know, kind of like when you got diarrhea and it all just kind of comes out in one push. It was like, did you just not take time to simmer? I knew I was screwed when I knew it wasn't black. When I seen it like a brown tint to it coming through, I was like, no, it's done did it again. It's done did it again. Yeah, but you can't do tricks on e-bikes. You can't do tricks on the e-bike. I like jumping shit. I like catching air. Shit's fun. The feeling of you're about to die is just exhilarating. I'm gonna roll wind up on this side because there's starting to be young activity running around. I'm not in the mood for that bullshit today. Already got a trucker in my way, and I got a good feeling he's probably still sitting his ass there. I don't know, man. Morning, Kevin. I'm not all about that jumping out of that plane shit. There's only one reason you need to jump out of a plane when it's that fucking high in the sky, and that's if that bitch is on fire, if something seriously is going wrong. It's crazy, man. I just can't do it. Now, if you handed it to me and that bitch was on fire and something was about to break off or something, yeah, I'm jumping the fuck out if I can. If I got a parachute and I got to, I will. But not willingly. I'm just not willingly going to jump out of a fucking airplane. It's not my cup of tea. Just like it ain't my cup of tea to go sit up on the ledge of a mountain, 14,000 feet in the fucking air. I'm just not all about sitting on the ledge. I can't do that. It's like I could never, that's why I'm kind of glad I got out of BMX, because the backflip and shit, I can't do it. I tried, and that shit hurt really bad. Once I hurt myself really bad, it's like, nope, not doing it again. It was, and the bad part about it, I didn't really realize how bad I was fucked up because I was on fucking painkillers and couldn't really feel it. Okay. If I was actually paying those two, I would dock their pay today. Mental note, Marty. We have to keep an eye on those two. They obviously think Friday's a holiday. That's terrible. That is so terrible. I did own a motorcycle, John. I owned a KLX 300R or something. It was like an enduro bike, but it looked more like a dirt bike with a headlight mainly. But I enjoyed it. I just started learning how to jump it, and was getting rather addicted to that feeling. But then my son done me a favor probably and stole that and my rifle and went on his whatever you want to call that journey. Never really been into street bikes though. Always rather preferred dirt bike, because I can take a dirt bike way the fuck off road and get some peace and clarity and just sit somewhere. But then again, my buddy Michael said he's had his Harley off on some dirt road and trails. And I'm like, what the shit? I'm like, you're dirt biking it on a Harley? I don't know. Let's see who it is. I don't know. Y'all better work harder. Someone else has got them. Might be one of the people that keep subscribing and unsubscribing. But I'm gonna figure that shit out. Jesus, Laura, it's been It could be 20 or so years, probably. I have a hard time remembering because it's been 20 years. Anything past that's pretty good while, and I have a hard time remembering. I have no idea what we're doing, Chicken Master. It's been a while, but I never went through rehab or anything like that, or AA or NA or anything like that. I just I wanted to kind of fight my own demons, I guess you could say. Yeah, but sometimes, I wish I would have had, that support like Matt talks about. I wish I would have had that. I wish, I would have had, him as a friend and going through what I was going through at the same time. It would have been nice to have a little bit of, support and someone to talk to about it because I didn't ever really talk to nobody about it. Well, when you had enough, Lori. I couldn't go on like that. I had, you know, shit. Wyatt was about to be born, and I was like, oh, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. It took a few times, even after, that. But it's, I'm sober now. I won't even touch alcohol. I might have a beer or a mixed drink every, Jesus. It's got to be pretty special or something because other than that, I won't drink. Right off of the top of my head, Laura T, I'm not positive because I'm still kind of waking up. But it's been a few years. It's been a few years. Matt's a good guy. Matt is a really good guy. Damn, I don't see Damon either. Damon must have slept in too. I hope no weird shit happened on the fucking ranch. At least they ain't living in Utah. Yeah, you gotta want to quit. You gotta want it. Otherwise, it's not gonna really happen. You can try all you want to, but until you want it won't happen. And if, I don't know. But yeah. Sometimes, sometimes depending on how strong-minded he is as a person anyway, the withdrawals won't be so bad. If he's a real strong-minded and strong individual, it won't, it won't be so bad. It might be a few days of feeling rough, but he'll be all right. He will make it through it. Right on, Chicken Master. Hell yeah. But the thing was, I wasn't ever really. Damn, I'm getting unadjusted in this truck. I wasn't ever really a mean, like when I was drinking or fucking strung out. I wasn't really ever mean. I was just always really fucking happy. And depending on happy and my circumstances, I was happy, fucked up, and loaning people money, helping fucking people I thought were needed help, and probably didn't need no help at all. But I didn't know no better because I was fucked up. We're all recovering from something, and I'm about to have to go through some sort of recovery again soon, after after the 12th. So That's why I'm burning these fucking sticks down, because I know come Tuesday the stick burning down is gonna have to come to an end or to a crawl. And y'all check out Marty's channel too. Hey Aoife, I haven't heard that rig crank up, so I know that son of a bitch is still sitting there. So I might end up having to walk around the whole fucking building. Because if we pull in behind him, we're going to end up having to move our stuff so he can back out. That that could be a good thing and bad thing, but as long as they're putting pharmaceuticals in you from big pharma, they're not trying to fucking cure you. They're not trying to they're constantly trying to make money. If they cure you, they're not making no money. So you got to remember that too. It's better if you can do that shit on your own. It's a lot better. It'll make you more stronger and least likely to relapse. You know what I mean? That's like, I can tell you right now, back in the day when I knew I was gonna have to quit. Well, mentally I knew it was gonna have to come to an end. But I was doing as much of that shit as I possibly could because I knew it was about to come to an end. And I'm not saying I'm smoking a bunch of cigarettes, but I'm enjoying as much as I can because it's going to have to come to an end. And I'm not going to start chewing or dipping because I ain't going to end up looking like my goddamn grandpappy and fucking sitting in front of Winn-Dixie with shit running down my face flirting with fucking girls. That's not going to happen. Loved him to death. It was funny as shit, but no, I'm not doing it. They didn't think that shit was cute. They were giggling because they thought he was a retarded ass old man. But yeah. Yeah. The Florida sun is coming up. Man, I really don't feel like walking all that far to walk to the door today. Now, who the fuck this dude is? I hope if he's for here, I hope the son of a bitch has got a fucking pallet jack. Some of these truck drivers come so illy equipped, it's literally ridiculous. I gotta keep an eye on time because talking to y'all guys makes time go by too quick. Way too quick. Coffee really does suck. I don't know. What is it? You got some volunteer work to do today, Laura? Well, right on. Tell her happy birthday. All right. We'll see you then. You have a great weekend. Okay, there's Marty. At least I've seen one dude. I swear, I think y'all ladies run our guardians off. The guys are guardians. We had to take the sexiness off of it. There's chicken. Man, I hope Lisa and them didn't have no damn drama on that fucking farm. Ranch, whatever. Hopefully they're just tired. I know Midge and them are probably sleeping too. I'm just giving them hell because, well, it was at 158 or 458 EFA, but I it went down again because I think I'm gonna leave the names out of it. Whatever. Are playing games. And that's why me and Marty's gonna go through the list of subscribers, and when numbers change we're gonna go back through the list and write it back down. And then we're gonna start pinpointing who's doing it and then blocking them for good. Blocking them in any account that's tied to their name, to be quite honest with you. They're doing pretty good. They went back in to sleep when I left. They wanted to go in early. Yep, same kind of. Yep, kind of the same way, Lori Bell. Kind of the same damn way. Me and Matt's got like 8 or 9 of them that do it. Ain't it crazy, Sue? I thought we left middle school and high school shit back when we became adults, past, back then. But I guess some people carry that shit on into their adulthood life. I know I'm a child at heart, but I like settling my business like a grown-ass man. No, it's not like that, Aoife. It's like a game they're playing. Or the numbers wouldn't change, you know what I mean? It's only a certain amount of people that's doing it. And it's weird that it's the same amount of people that's doing it on Matt's. I don't even know how to say that word, Kim. Right on. That's how people are nowadays. I guess that's the new normal, you know. But I don't like the new normal because the new normal is getting to where what used to be wrong is now, now right, and what's right, it's all ass backwards. You must have 3 of the people that mess with me and Matt, Lori. Because I almost had 460. I'm not sure what it is now. If Midge or Lisa was in here, they would be able to tell you, but I'm not sure what they're up to this morning. I hope they're okay. I'm positive they're okay. Yeah. You know. I've honestly never been so ready to get a weekend out of the way. I'm I'm just I'm just kind of ready to go. Do do Tuesday and find out what I need to find out and go from there. Yeah, it'll be fine, Elizabeth. I'm just I'm just tired. I'm ready to, I'm ready for Social Security to kick in and say, hey, it's time for you to go to pasture. I'm just ready to chill out and enjoy you know, what little bit of life I got left. Because I can go help a buddy out, and I don't have to kill myself. And the stress of living in this city, I won't have it, so that'll help too. I know I got years left, but man, I'm just tired. Just tired. And I screwed myself when I started smoking, because that's probably what's going to retire me. And whatever the hell's wrong with my lung. Yeah, I just want to enjoy the rest of those years too, though. I don't want to be stuck behind a desk or, you know, shortening my life by working harder for somebody else. I'm tired of doing that. Keith's gonna wonder like motherfucker why I'm parked on the side of the building this morning. Oh my word, he's gonna be like, why the hell is he parked over here? When he's gonna round the corner and see that tractor trailer. That isn't, God, that's always something. Always something. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Elizabeth. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know how long the recovery is for whatever they're wanting all my financial information for again for. Don't want to think about it. I don't know what I just don't want to think about it. I just need to know how long it's going to take to recover, because that's going to tell me when I'm going to buck up out of here for a second. Because I do not really feel like dealing with everything here, trying to recover from something like that for a week or two. Rather be somewhere else. You can always get prayers, Lori. Well, you know that. That's why I don't like talking about me all the time. People always ask. Yeah, I got some sort of node on my other lung on the inside. I don't know. Don't really know anything really, because they ain't really talked to me. They didn't tell me what the radiation revealed. You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine, Lori. We are gonna be fine. Because we are two sexy motherfuckers and they cannot remove us from this planet yet. If our sexy was to leave, the world might fucking shut down. It literally might shut down. It really would. So just know that, Lori. They can't remove sexy like us. It would mess up the juju of the world. See, Kim's fine. See, they must can't remove her sexy either. Oh, we're gonna be all right. It is Mandy Dole. Why, howdy, howdy. See, that's the new rule. If you're sexy enough, you're not gonna die from cancer or nothing because your ass is just too sexy. It would disrupt the sexiness of the whole planet, and shit would just go chaotic. So they just can't do it. They can't remove us. It would just rust. It would just fuck everything up. But then again, there is the dark side of that. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't want our sexy around. Maybe they just want the ugly to perspire and exhume itself across the world. But it's gonna be all right, Laura. You know that I'm just cracking cracks to relieve stress instead of sounding negative or gotta laugh about it. If I had that song, I'm Too Sexy, I'd play that shit for you right now. I'm really gonna be upset if I have to walk around to this fucking door. No, it's not that far, it's just the point of the matter. To look at me, I could be 60 fucking years old. I could be disabled. You never know. I will try not to, Lori. I will try to flick a booger on someone at least once a day. Especially if they aggravate me and piss me off. I'll do it when they're not looking. That way, if I see it later on in the day, I can laugh my ass off about it. Be shocked that it's still fucking there. And be like, hey man, someone flicked a fucking booger in your hair. Who have you pissed off today? I still feel bad for that lady's hair in Dallas. I really do. I just didn't have time to stop. Just didn't have time to stop. But if you some knowingly way came across this page to the lady that I spilled coffee in your hair, I am so sorry. I was in a rush because they changed my gate. I had to get back to the other end of the fucking airport in 3 minutes. So sorry about the coffee. Sorry if it burned a little bit. It burnt me, so I know I had to have burned you. Nodules, yep. This side. And this side's got the bubble. And this side's got the nodule inside. There was a few of them there, but so whatever I'm doing, they're disappearing. So I'm going to keep doing whatever I don't know that I'm doing. Maybe that's why my hair grows so quick. Because I had to give myself 2 haircuts. And I usually try to get a barber cut every other haircut. That Korean dude just never gives me the freaking haircut I want. Then he tries to pawn one of his sisters off that's still in fucking Korea. Marty's about to get a surprise, and look, here comes the Florida sun making its appearance. Keith's like, what the fuck? I got to get the sun at. Damn, it's still kind of in Yasmin. See how well that tent works? That's why we like that shit down here. It keeps the devil's butt crack off your face. Yeah, I know, Marty. I got a gift. Thank you, buddy. I'm sorry you're having to play 3 roles today, my friend. But I guess it's some sort of women's day. I don't fucking know, but I'm just busting their balls. But y'all have a good morning. I'm going to pull around here and see where the fuck I can park and get this shit going on. But y'all be good. Take care of one another. It's fucking Friday. I say we go kick some ass and take names later. Sounds like a plan. You hear? So enjoy the day. Be kind to one another. Love one another and be there. Hug somebody. Let someone know you care. And Chicken Master, get you some sleep, man. Shit. We love you, buddy. Love you, Marty. We love you, Lisa. We love you, Midge, even though your no-shows today, you didn't even call in. Thanks for not calling in. But love you guys. We'll see y'all probably Sunday afternoon on the porch, maybe. So be kind, be good, and be careful.